This is kvci.blogspot.com, the man with the little camera, but take big pictures and report big stories because it's all about you. Today we are at the Valdosta Federal Building, United States Post Office, United States Courthouse, with the permission of the Postmaster. And we are, of course, with John Robinson, my brother, who wanted to come down here to do a clip. And you know him, he addressed the issues, and that's what I like about him. How you doing, my brother, and what you talking about today, my friend?
I'm doing real good this morning, and I'm down here at the United States Federal Building, the United States Post Office, and the United States Federal Courthouse. This old courthouse reminds me of a federal courthouse down in Miami, Florida, where I was the lead plaintiff in the civil litigation that lasted 12 years. Manuel Noriega was in the basement doing my trial, and I was down there when they were doing the shooting in the building and talking about bombing the building and all of that. The case was John Robinson versus Calkins. And the reason I'm here this morning and wanted to be here because of the uniqueness of such a powerful building in Lowndes County. This is the most powerful building in South Georgia. And we, the people, need to utilize this building for what it's designed for. This building was built here, I believe it says in 1968. The United States of America, Lyndon B. Johnson was the president. General Services Administration, Lawson B. Knox Jr. Administrator in 1968. In 1968, the HUD Housing implemented a program called Section 3 under Title 7. And we have issues here in Lowndes County pertaining to Section 3, where it seems that if no one seems to understand the implementation of Title 6 dealing with Section 3. And what we want to get some clarity on today is that we are in front of a federal building that makes the difference in the law, the supreme one that changes things out here for all of Americans. Not just some, not just the black, not just the white, but all Americans that share on this soil. And even though we are going through some changes right now, this is one of the most powerful buildings in our country. And we have to utilize this building. Right here in Lowndes County, this county has been run by a foul system. We have some people making progression right now. They've been run by a good old boy system when it was just a town, country town, but now it's a metro city. And we're going to utilize this building to help bring about change. This is the building where the small man is just as much as the big man. Where the poor man means just as much as the rich man. Where the homeless is just as much as one that's got a mansion. It's our intention to make certain that progression is made and there are some inclusion instead of too much exclusion. This is our city. This city is 50%, 58% black. We don't have not one service station here. We've been locked out, shut out for all of these years. And it's just like it was down in Miami. I fought 12 years, stripped of all of my dignity and my pride, lost everything that I had. And I was willing to lose my home. I was willing to lose my car to give up for what I have as my civil rights. And we got a right to own something here in this county. And we're going to make a difference right here. We're going to get some money from the south side. And we're going to utilize Section 3. All of us that's not educated, we're going to become educated by educating one another. We're going to work together. My brother Rhynes, I know you didn't want to be dragging into this morning, but you've been working very hard with Mark Staff, with the Hood Housing Authority, something this story. We're working with the city manager, trying to do something this story. But we do have some of those that's in opposition, but we do have those that are working, trying to bring about some change, to implement change, and change is something that we are not asking, we are demanding. We got some sorry leaders here in churches and every place else that's not standing up to the power. So many want to utilize religious organizations for classification. only, but we are not utilizing no religious organization for pacification. We are going to do something that make a difference. We want to see everybody be able to prosper right here in our county. And it don't belong to just one segment of people. It belongs to everybody that's here. You can come on, man. Yes, how you doing this morning? Good, 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 good. Good to be here this morning. So anyway, this is on behalf of everyone here in our city. We've been denied. We have issues with the school board. We have issues with the county, with the city, and it shows the pattern of practice of racism based upon the facts. But this is the most powerful building that's going to help bring about change here in our great country and our nation, especially in Lowndes County. My brother, that being said, I want to let it be known that this is a building of power, a building of dignity, and a building of pride, and we have to stand upon this foundation, which is the United States federal government, and to all our soldiers out there that died for this old glory, standing up for this. We want to be able to say we commend them for their services in the United States military, to give me my rights that we can be members of the free world and a free society that realize this is the home of the brave, the one that stands up on the issues and not afraid to speak out. And that being said, I want to say this, that I stand here in front of the United States Federal Courthouse based upon wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, strength, and beauty. Wisdom for that intellectual ability that he gives us. The strength is the power of the people to utilize we the people. What's going on, my man?
Nothing to it, my beautiful brother. Thank you for what you're doing. I agree with you. I do realize the power of the federal government. But in addition to that, as he has stated, we have been looking for justice in this community, not only since Brother Robinson returned back after some 30 years of being out of this community. We have been fighting, we have been struggling for the economically oppressed people for years on end. And it seems like it keeps vanishing. We get close to it, but it backs up. And so what he's really saying short form is, we demand equal justice under laws that were put in place to benefit people living in the economically oppressed areas, the disadvantaged areas of our community by federal law, local, state, and federal. If there's one penny that is spent in any of these locations, then the people that live in those areas should have first priority. We have been properly, duly and truly prepared and informed about the law. And we have cried out, we have gone to every sectional governmental branch in this community, city and county, and we have even went to state and federal. And so what we are asking for, we know what we are demanding is equal justice under the law, and he came to the federal building to let it be known that the time has come for our children to have equal access to the jobs in the city annex, equal jobs in the county annex, equal jobs on the sheriff's department, equal jobs in the city police department, fair shares of all aspects of the monies that coming in our community. I just pulled up on the internet, my beautiful brother, and you can Google it yourself, wherein you was involved in a 12-year litigation down in Florida. And we are acting not for ourselves, but that our children will not fill the jails and prisons, but can't fill the school rooms, can't fill the university rooms of higher learning, because they don't have and cannot enjoy what other children and parents are enjoying. And I joined my brother. I was not going to be left out of this clip, although it was his idea to come out here. No man in 2011 should stand alone in times like these. And so I stand on the principles of my beautiful brother, because I am tired of going to a judicial system when I see juries, what look like to be stacked, 6 whites, 1 black, and that 1 black look like he's scared as hell. A jury of 12 people, 10 are white, 2 are black. And I believe it's time for a change. And so Valdosta is no longer a little small country town. It is a metro city. And we the black folks are demanding equal justice under the law. And we are doing it within the law. So we came to the highest government in the United States of America as a symbol of the federal government demanding what is right. And so I'm just here today to let you know, we stand on the principles of truth. As a retired veteran who spent over 20 years with my life on the line fighting for the rights of others in foreign lands, now I come home to fight like hell for the people here in the homeland. You close it out, my brother. This is kbci.blogspot.com, the man with the little camera, but breaking big news because it's all about you. You close it out, my brother.
Well, what we want to do is we are going to have some inclusion, and I do believe that we can turn things around by utilizing Section 3 and by working together as a people for justice and equality for everybody that lives in our county to make this a better place to live. That I said, on that behalf, this is Dr. Ghetto Child and Brother Boston Rhynes. Until next time.
kvci.blogspot.com. Doing what we do because we truly, truly love you. If we did not love you, we would not be out here. It's not a black or white thing. Today, we are proclaiming a right thing. Everybody need a piece of this apple pie. And Lord knows the apple pie is good. Bye-bye. We gone.